I can't sit here and pretend like this isn't what it is. You're lying.
This week on Married at First Sight dug into the aftermath of that explosive couples retreat, and the experts want answers. But first, we picked right back up with Michelle and Madison's heated confrontation in the bathroom, with Madison telling Michelle that she does have feelings for David.
I like David. Okay.
And I like her.
Got it.
End of
I don't
story.
need you in it. I didn't know that that text message was meant for me. I didn't. And I'm telling you that.
She had no clue because I deleted it.
David.
Michelle walked off and went to talk with Camille and and she was heated.
I hope she likes living in his parents' basement, I guess. Yeah, I'm getting low. I'm pissed. They've been texting for a while.
Yeah.
And that mother has the audacity to say I wasn't trying. Well, what the hell was he doing? Trying with Madison? They're texting, you're so damn fine. Can't wait to eat you. Well, did you eat her?
The rest of the couples were grappling with it too. Juan told David the next morning how he was feeling about the situation.
You guys are starting off on a bad note. I mean, listen, there's a big part of me yesterday that I was like, dude, like, I don't know how I can like be around these people after like, you know, cause man, it was very disappointing, dude.
Carla also told Madison how this severely impacted their friendship.
There's like a certain trust level now that has been broken. At this place of where I am in my life, I wouldn't want to surround myself with women that like step that boundary in a relationship.
When Madison spoke to David, she told him she wanted to focus on their friendship first, rather than dive right in.
Like, we're not jumping into dating. Like, we are still married separately. Like, this is crazy. Yeah, like, that is not even close to what's on my mind. And I just want, like, everyone else to know that you can't help how you catch feelings. You just can't.
I definitely caught him hard.
Madison left that morning, and afterward, Alan came back to get his car and say his goodbyes. He chatted with the guys and shared how last night's revelations were making him reevaluate everything about Madison's late nights.
We had a little argument and stuff, and her words were, I'm just gonna go make a call. You know, and 2.5 hours later, I'm like, where the are you? You know, and then 2 hours after that, she comes home, you know, David lives right upstairs. You know, they could have went somewhere, they could have done things, you know, they could have, your mind goes into this unhealthy.
Yeah, for sure.
Alan also made it clear that he's not looking for any closure or answers from Madison.
I don't want somebody that has the ability to look at me in the eye, say certain things, directly lie to me if I'm asking specific questions, and string me along. Just tell me. We all joined this to find love. I would have understood, because not everybody's meant for everybody. You know, I fully recognize that, but it was handled disgustingly.
Alan left and so did David, and the remaining couples tried to salvage the weekend. Back in Chicago, Michelle shared the update with Pastor Cal, who was just flabbergasted.
No one deserves to be cheated on. No one deserves this.
Right.
If you want to divorce somebody, divorce them. If you want to leave someone, then leave them. Leave them and do what you want to do.
Right.
But don't stay in a marriage and cheat with someone else's wife.
Pastor Cal could not understand why Madison and David couldn't stay committed for the short duration of the season.
We're not talking about years here.
Right.
We're talking about an 8-week marriage.
Yep.
If you don't make it work, divorce and then do what you want to do.
Right.
But that just shows an incredible lack of integrity. And I can't wait to talk to David and Madison and let them know what they're doing is there's just no justification whatsoever.
Michelle also invited Alan over to debrief, and they shared their anger and suspicions that there was more to it.
To message supposedly his friend's wife, girl, you looking so fine, I'm gonna eat you up.
Right.
Like, that's not like a friendly.
No, that's not like a, hey, how are you? Like that, there's been messages to develop to that point.
Alan also revealed the text Madison had just sent him and how he responded.
So what'd she say?
So basically she's like, I know words can't do anything right now, and I know I'm the last person you want to hear from, but I need you to know how truly sorry I am for hurting you. It was never my intention for that, and the last thing I wanted, and I hope you're open to hearing it from me. All I said was, don't message me, please. Nothing you say holds any value in my eyes.
Later on, a frustrated Alan ripped up his and Madison's wedding book and set fire to their vows. Madison came home to see the destruction, and she called a friend to process it all.
Like, just hearing how upset he was this weekend, like, my heart, it breaks for him. Like, I don't like feeling this way, and I don't like knowing that I hurt him. Like, This wasn't what I wanted.
Madison and David would soon have their sit down with the experts, but first it was Ikechi and MM's turn. They both agreed to divorce, and MM read Ikechi a letter that did not hold back.
Your perception is your reality, however, your reality is not based in fact. You are embarrassing. I would wish you well, but I'm God's favorite, and my well wishes won't be what gets you any further than where you are in your life. I wish you nothing but the worst. I have prepared a list of therapists local to you. Also attached is documentation on how to properly complete a dissolution of marriage application since your single page was not legitimate.
Ikechi left after that and shared this reaction to her heated words.
Tonight, y'all got a taste of what I had to go through. And when I say it don't feel good, imagine like somebody coming at you sideways every opportunity that they got a chance.
Dr. Pia also gave MM her take on the letter.
You know that was a little shady.
Somebody had to say it. Someone had to say it. I charge for consultations, but this one's on the house.
Things got even spicier when it was David and Madison's turn with the experts. After revealing their feelings, they were grilled if they'd been intimate.
The most you guys have done is a hug?
Yes.
Then how could you say in a text message that you want to eat her up?
I was shooting my shot. I'm a man. I got needs, haven't gotten any of those.
I can't imagine it being sent if you didn't know there was a recipient who would like that. It's very sexual. It's gone into that area. Are you telling me it didn't?
It did not.
I'm sorry. I can't sit here and pretend like this isn't what it is. I just can't.
They admitted there was attraction and flirtation, but said there was no sex.
What kept you from having sex?
Because we were married, like...
Why should we, at this point, believe that you're being honest?
I mean, you guys can believe whatever you want. I can't make that judgment for you guys.
Pastor Cal also asked if it was just a rebound and talked about why they weren't matched.
We talked to you several times about a person of color. You said no, you didn't. You said you have always dated white guys, and that's what you wanted.
So for race, I've typically dated Caucasians. That's just kind of where I've normally gone. I think that could expand potentially, but I don't know. Like, I don't want to say.
We don't experiment at that level here.
Yeah.
This is marriage.
For sure, right, it's marriage.
Right? Am I right?
No, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
The experts continued to grill them on how things transpired and asked what's next for them. David said he saw something with Madison, and she agreed, but was hesitant.
I do see something that could be there with David for sure, but it's not something that I want to rush into. It's not something that I want to focus on. You know, there's still a lot to learn about you. You know, the idea of it being a rebound, that sucks. Like, that's not something that I had thought about. But only time will tell.